What's up, everybody? So we're just going to be jumping to the interesting parts of the season and trying to get through all of season 1 very quickly because there is a lot of seasons. But there are some very interesting parts throughout each episode, so we're just going to jump to those and kind of like break them down and talk about them. And the reason why we're doing this is because my name's Eskel. I grew up in a polygamous cult. My dad also had 3 wives, very similar to Cody. I'm not saying that my dad is Cody. It's fun being a fly on the wall and seeing the interesting aspects of their life. And for me personally, my favorite parts is when things are happening that remind me of when I was a little pig kid growing up with 32 siblings and 3 moms. It's intriguing. It's a strange lifestyle for sure. Just getting a better understanding of the sister-wife experience, you know? What they're all about. Why they're living the way that they're living. And do they have a choice? Like, are they being manipulated into this? Are they being forced or coerced by Cody or their religion? So, first, a few predictions. Robyn's been slightly introduced, and I can already tell she's going to quickly become the favorite wife. Cody's attention is all on her. He's completely ignoring the rest of the family.
This is the lifestyle that we've chosen. The more the merrier, really. Those are cute. They're darling.
I've got 3 wives, and I'm currently courting a 4th wife, and her name is Robyn.
And that, to me, I think is going to cause more issues that we're going into, especially with Christine's about to have a baby, her like 6th baby, Cody's 13th baby. And so there's going to be a lot of chaos happening. And they're even going to attempt at having Robyn move in to the same home. They're going to try to have 4 families. And keep in mind, Robyn already has 3 kids. So yeah, she's bringing a whole family with her. So it's definitely going to be a tight squeeze.
I really felt out of loop the whole thing. I hadn't met Robyn at all for 3-4 weeks after Mary and Cody did. And so the whole Robyn coming along was making me mad because I hadn't met her. And here Cody's going on and on and on about her. He prays about it. He gets a testimony that, you know, she is definitely someone that he wants in the family. Mary, same thing, hook, line, and sinker. She's done. And I'm thinking, I'm panicking because I haven't met her. I don't know what she's like. Never even seen her before. And I thought it was horrible. I totally felt like I lost my best friend.
Because in a lot of polygamous relationships, there's not much of a courtship. It's like you get to meet them, you go on a few dates. If you're going to marry them, you marry them. Like there's been marriages that happen extremely fast, within weeks even. Like months in a polygamous situation is a long time to know that you're going to marry someone and not marry them. So it's interesting that they're taking this approach. My guess is that it's probably the girls pushing back. Maybe behind the scenes, the girls are trying to think like, if we postpone this wedding long enough, maybe Cody will realize how dumb this is and how insane this is to try and bring on another person. Or it could just be Robyn trying to get her own place.
I grew up where I had to hide who I was. This television show will be a humongous shock to like all of my high school class and anybody that knew me, because I actually grew up this way of this faith. There was times when I couldn't claim my dad as my dad, kind of a thing, and he couldn't claim us.
Talking about months ago about having her just move into the house. We just had to process that all out. It wouldn't have worked very well.
We just can't do that. It's not cool. I'm not married to him, and so I can't be moving into his home. It's not proper. Duh.
Robyn is 30 years old with 3 kids, choosing to be a 4th wife, and they're asking her, so should you move in with them? And she's like, no, duh, that's not proper. And it's like, you're marrying a polygamist. You're going to have 3 sister wives now. You're going to be one of 4 wives. You're barely going to get any time with him unless you can convince him to be your favorite wife, I guess. There's just not anything proper about what she's doing in her life. And she's like, no, we have to do it properly. We have to do the improper thing properly. Like, okay, that doesn't make sense. A lot of contradictions, that's for sure.
5 hours away, and so I was told, you know, there was a couple of times where I'm like, you really can't go. You can't leave me. And you can't leave your family. You are replacing your family with Robyn and her kids. And it was hard. And At the same point, I realized that it needed to happen, but it didn't necessarily make it easier.
They don't want it to happen, but it has to happen. To me, that goes back to the whole, your salvation's on the line. So many times in these religious groups, they're always talking about how the suffering that we go through in this life is no big deal, because if you get your salvation from it, then you get, 1,000 lifetimes to enjoy and be in paradise. So why worry about this one lifetime of suffering? And to me, I feel like that's one of the things that's bleeding through when they're talking about how they obviously don't want to live this plural life. They don't like the fact that they're having to share their husband. They don't like that he's going and courting another girl now, but it has to be done. Like, they have to overcome their selfish desires because they think that they're going to get salvation for doing that. It's almost like they already risked so much of their life. They've already gone so deep into living this lifestyle that it's like they go more all in, They're like, well, I have to stay committed. I'm this far in. I can't back out now. And then they get just deeper and deeper into this crazy lifestyle.
Where I don't want to hurt anybody and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, it's a little bit difficult for me.
You've got Robyn going, I'm not going to hurt them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. There's no way around that.
Okay, and so Robyn's coming into the family. And so she goes to Cody. She's just straight up with him like, okay, I want to go to heaven, have to live this law of plural marriage, be a polygamous wife, so I can get salvation and do what the Lord wants me to, whatever. And she's like, but Cody, at least, please, let's do it as peacefully as possible. Let's not cause contentions. Let's not upset your other wives. Let's find some way to make this as little damaging as possible. Do the least friction as we can, right? Let's find a way to make this happen somewhat peacefully. And Cody just looks straight at her and like, that's not gonna happen. No. like he doesn't give a shit. He's just, no. These other girls, they're gonna cry. They're gonna get hurt. They're gonna have problems. And there's nothing you can motherfucking do about it, okay? Why you gotta be so harsh? Where's this love you're talking about? That's supposed to be multiplied and not divided. Like, what in the world are you talking about? This is crazy.
Love should be multiplied, not divided.
That would be plain stupid, actually. So
at least Robyn, like the whole situation's a mess. Yeah, we've established that. We've talked about it. But at least Robyn's trying to somewhat be nice about it and be like, hey, let's find the best way to live this chaos mess of a life. And Cody's just like, frick that. No. And you know what the saddest part of this whole situation is? Cody's over there straight up telling Robyn, we're going to have to hurt all these other sister wives. Like, I'm cheating on them. I'm ripping their hearts out. I'm destroying them. And it just has to happen. It's a part of the lifestyle. They signed up for this, whatever. Like, he does not give a damn about them whatsoever. And then it goes back over to these sister wives, and it shows them talking about how they need to overcome their jealousy and that Robyn's very attractive and they're going to feel overshadowed. They're worried about being overshadowed by her, but they're like straight up just trying to be as nice as possible and being like, but Cody's such a good man. He deserves it. Hey, I'm glad he's getting a trophy wife. It's like, it's devastating. It's very sad, honestly.
She's really cute. I mean, Robyn is really pretty. But honestly, if I was going to be jealous about anything, it's just the fact that she's so sweet and such a good companion. And I might feel like that I would be replaced based on the companion side of it. Not the jealousy as much as, but that would be it.
For me, the jealousy, I've never, same with you. How she looks.
Yeah, that's great for Cody. I'm glad he's getting a trophy wife, He's a great guy. He deserves a cute girl. That's great,
I'm cute. I'm saying.
Man, it makes me just want to so badly go to Robyn and be like, listen, if he's willing to treat these girls like that, it's going to happen to you eventually. It's so obvious that if he's willing to treat all of his other wives this way, he eventually is going to treat you that same way. Please don't do it. Like, come on. It's hard to try and tell someone that there's not really salvation at the end of that dark tunnel. It's not worth going into that. when they want so badly to believe that it'll all be worth it in the end.
I've done this before, and everybody struggles because they're afraid. I've got a woman here who wants to be loved by me and courted by me to come into the family. At the same time, if I'm fearing how much it's going to hurt my wives, it'll challenge that pursuit. So it's a fine balance.
His justification for why he can't care about his wife's feelings is because then he would never go out and seek another woman. And it's like, well, duh, that's the point, right? Like, how are you like almost kind of sort of getting close to the mark, but still being so far off the point? Oh, it's frustrating. You're supposed to care about your wife's feelings because if you did, you're right. You would never go pursue another woman if you actually cared and loved these wives that you say that you love and you want your love to be multiplied for them, when that's the whole point. That's why you're supposed to be empathetic. So you're not constantly just walking all over these other people. That's the point, so you don't hurt other people and you can actually build a meaningful relationship where you care about one another. It's very hard to take anything he says seriously because he's just playing. Life to him seems like a game. He's just messing around, doing whatever the frick he wants. Everybody's happy. I promise. Like, don't show the camera on them, but everyone's happy. Trust me. It's like, yeah. Shut up.
I thought I'd get you a ring.
Yeah, you want to do that?
You won't like this at all. It's a string.
Where did you get that?
My daughter made it.
She did?
Yeah, Madison was making it. I says, I need that. And I got her to give it to me.
Oh my heck. Seriously? This is awesome.
I suppose this is kind of his proposal.
Nobody in the family would ever call me romantic, I don't think. And I just kind of got overcome by this romantic bug.
Wait. So you telling me he's already done this 3 times and he still can't get it right? He can't get her a freaking ring? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Who the hell gets 4 chances to do a proper engagement and get a proper ring, and he can't do that? He is so dumb. This is wild. I think this is why people watch this, because not only is everything he's doing absolutely absurd, but he's still doing nothing right. He can't get anything right, I swear.
No self-respecting man would admit this stuff.
You're right about that one, Cody.
She goes insane when Cody comes in the room.
3 she's gonna kick. She's already responds to my voice and other things that I do.
She's not moving much today.
Come on, this is like we're saying to Christine, come on, let's have this baby already.
Oh, your 13th baby on the 13th. We have to have it today. It's like, no, you don't. Doesn't matter. You're weird. But what's even more weird than that is that they're at the hospital and talking about this being the 13th baby, right? Cody's like, this is going to be my 13th child. So exciting. And then not even just a few moments later, then Christine's like, yeah, I'm so excited to have my 6th baby. Number 6 is a big deal. And you could see the nurse just be like, what? I thought this was the 13th baby.
She's my 13th child.
And it's the 13th.
And it's the 13th.
I'm a week over at this point. I'm kind of like, let's just have it.
Okay, I'm cool with it.
So you had an epidural with your other ones? So you're ready to try this?
Yes.
I love it.
I'm thinking 6th
This is good
child.
stuff.
I deserve it.
I've done deliveries with polygamists before. So she your first wife?
She's the third.
Third, okay.
Yeah, so I was blessed with her.
I have a lot of polygamist ancestors, and that's okay. So I can't be too judgmental. It's in there somewhere.
Cody, in the middle of Christine's doctor visit, like about to get induced to have this baby, he looks over to the doctor and he's like, my other wife has a hard time having kids. What would you recommend? Right in front of Christine. And the doctor like looks at Christine and is like, what is going on? This feels so weird. He does not realize how crazy he is.
Are you breathing? Give me half that push.
What?
Half the push. Half a push.
She can't leave. She's literally about to give birth and she's just watching them talk back and forth. The doctor being all awkward and Cody not realizing how awkward and weird he's being. Cody goes and leaves right before she's having the baby. Where does he go? Right before his wife goes into labor is he runs over to his favorite wife's house, goes over to Robyn's house, and starts making out with her.
I got a wife in labor. I'm not going to sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
He knows what he's doing. He knows that it's wrong. He knows how messed up his lifestyle is, but he's still going to do it because he can. He doesn't really care. Okay, so they have the baby, and it's wild seeing the whole family crazy. It's a lot of chaos too, because the majority of them are kids, young kids, just wandering through this hospital trying to find where to go.
Seeing my mom give birth was kind of weird. I didn't really see anything because I just saw the head coming out, and then I looked away because I was like, I don't want to see anything else. I'm scared.
You feel kind of like when we all got out of the car, I sort of felt like we were sort of this mass.
We were going to go
mass of
overtake
people.
the hospital.
Walking
We had
up
a
to the
baby to see.
hospital.
Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.